All right, start of day 6 on the Texas Hill Country Loop. We survived the night, amazingly. My tent barely survived it. I noticed some more holes in the rain fly, so I think I'm probably just gonna have to order a new one, but it'll do for the rest of the trip. Yeah, it's freezing this morning. I think it got down to like 45 degrees, and it was in the 80s yesterday. Still kind of windy. I think we're gonna have a little bit in our favor today. Forgot where we're headed today. I think we're headed to Burnet today, and there's some sort of camping they have in the park, but I'm not sure if it's RV only. But there's like a hotel kind of across the street, so that'll be our alternative if there's no tent camping there, or if we decide to just get a hotel instead. Yeah, so we're gonna get packed up here. We ended up staying in this pavilion that's got a stage behind us, and there's a lot of bird crap on the ground, but there isn't back where our tents are, so that's good. And there was outlets here, so we were able to charge. Thinking back, we probably should have just set up in here to begin with. Usually we do if there's a pavilion available. Some guy we were talking to yesterday came by. He said he's hiked the Appalachian Trail, and he said he always gets a flat tire, so he never rides his bike around here because of like, the goat head thorns. And he also said, yeah, it's supposed to storm really bad tonight, and there's a shelter over here, and probably hail. Well, on the way back from the restaurant from town, I got a flat because I had a thorn in my tire, and I found one when I was setting up my tent. And then and then it massively stormed. We had to move all our stuff over to here, and then also he predicted the hail because it was hailing last night. So it's like kind of like everything he said came true. We had to stay in the shelter, and when everything hit, I was in here changing the flat on my bike, and that's when my tent blew away because I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna get finished packing up here and try and find some place to get some coffee. All right, we are all packed up and leaving. I found another goat head in my frickin' tire. It's not flat yet, but the tip is broken off in the tire. I hope it's not deep enough or it doesn't work its way through and puncture my tire. We'll see. I'm gonna go look. My dad went and already looked for some of my tent stakes since it's light out now, where my tent blew away, and I forgot about my bandana and my shirt, and he found it, so it's good he went back and checked. I'm gonna go look again too, because I have titanium stakes. They're not cheap. Just filled up with water, but yeah, it's a nice park in Llano here. They have shower facilities too, but unfortunately they were closed. They're not open for the season yet because they do have frost here, or freezing. So they're still all sealed up. Well, yeah, not a bad place. There's a pool too. Obviously that's closed as well right now, but I'm sure it's opening soon. It's March now. All right, we're gonna find, I think there's a bakery / place with coffee in town, and then stop at a gas station or a dollar store and get some snacks for the road. And we got about 47 miles today. Yeah, I think 47 miles. Not bad. It's going to be 72 degrees, so it shouldn't be terrible. Way better than the previous weather we had. Alright, so this is where I was looking for my tent stakes, and I found 2 tent stakes. One is mine, one is not mine, but that sort of is enough because it's one for each corner and then one for each of the vestibules. So our tents were on the other side of these rocks here between the tree. So they're right here, right down below those rocks. And my dad stayed, but mine flew up and over those rocks, up this road over here, and then might be hard to see in the sun, but there's a picnic table up there and my dad's bike, and that's where my tent ended up. The rain fly was on one side of the tree, and the tent was on the other side, and they were tied together, and that's what anchored it and held it right there from blowing to who knows where. And we had like a solid 30-mile-an-hour winds for probably an hour, but there were gusts of probably 50 or 60 miles an hour, and I think that's what initially took it out. I'm just glad it didn't go in the river. And the fact that my sleeping bag was just like barely damp in 2 spots is amazing, because only my sleeping bag and my air mattress were in there, and the air mattress is fine. There's a couple pinholes, maybe one the size of like the diameter of a pencil, in the rain fly, so I might have to get that replaced or see if I can tape it. But I mean, if that's all that happened, that's fine. I've had other tents get caught in windstorms and the poles just bend in half. These are aluminum poles. They didn't even bend. None of them broke, none of them bent. So it's a good quality big Agnes tent there. It's the copper spur UL2. So they make good stuff, that's for sure. All right, we're gonna go find some food. We just stopped at Chrissy's homemade bakery here in Llano for breakfast. Man, this stuff looks really good. Got a biscuit, egg, and sausage with cheese. I think maybe I got a jalapeno wrap, and this came with a free donut, so I had to pay for my extra donut. But they look really, really good. Can't wait to eat it. And some coffee, of course. All right, we're all fueled up at the Dollar General here and ready to finally hit the road. I think we've got about maybe 15 to 20 miles to the next place to stop. It's like a gas station or something. Shouldn't be too bad. Beautiful, beautiful day today. Just gorgeous. All right, we'll be on our way. Alright, we just stopped in Bluffton here. The gas station / Bluffton store, and had lunch. Pretty good. It's about 15 miles in so far. And I think we're going to be going by a bunch of county parks and I think a state park, so there should be plenty of places to get water. Yeah, it's still beautiful. It's like probably close to noon, and it's only supposed to get up to 70 degrees today, but there's a nice cool breeze. Feels good. So we're gonna hit the lake here soon. Should be pretty scenic. Kind of looking forward to it. And then after our next stop, we have a huge climb. I think it's from 800 feet elevation all the way up to like 1,200. But that's the only big one for the day. So anyway, we're all rested up and getting ready to hit the road. All right, we're taking a break here at Lake Buchanan. It's amazing. There's a lot of waterfront homes that are no longer waterfront homes. The water has receded quite a bit. I don't know when it started happening, but even the boat launch here, it's just barely in the water. It's a huge looking lake though. I think the dam is straight across from us over there. I know we've got to cross it shortly, but the water's very, very blue. It's gorgeous. All right, so I think you used to have to stay on this busy road, although there's a shoulder that's pretty wide going across the bridge. There wasn't one for the last couple miles. But the old bridge looks like it's pedestrian and bikes only, which is right next to it. So, you know, why not, instead of having cars whizzing by you at 70 miles an hour, why not check it out? So I think we're going to try and do that this last turn before the bridge here. We just stopped at the Hoover Valley store and cafe here. It's really nice. They got a full restaurant inside and all kinds of stuff, and I even got to try pickle ice for the first time, and it was really good. It actually has a lot of good stuff for you. It's got potassium in there and calcium and obviously sodium and stuff. It was some bits were a little harsh, but it was really good overall. But I guess you probably don't like it unless you like drinking pickle juice. So it was I think it was like 50 cents or something like that too. It was really cheap, but hit the spot. All right, we got a couple, maybe mile or something, and then a huge climb, and then that's it for the rest of the day for as far as large climbs go. And then we'll be ending in Burnet. There's a city campground there. It looks like from the map it might be RV stuff only and not tents. But there was no information online whatsoever. So if it doesn't work out, there is, of course, an expensive motel a couple blocks down. But we'll see when we get there, see what our options are. But we're going to hit the road. All right, we're walking up our big hill. That's 8% plus. Yeah, it's probably 8 to 10. All right, last turn onto a busy highway, hopefully with a nice shoulder. coming into Burnet. We decided, since we're coming in late, we've kind of had a rough day and a rough night last night. We're just going to go ahead and get a hotel. Be nice to be able to shower too, since they didn't have them at the last place. So, and there's some places to eat. It's almost it's about a couple blocks down the street from where we were going to look to camp, and we still don't even know if you can camp. It looks like it's all RVs, but we're going to get a hotel anyway. It'll be way worth it. Alright, we made it to the Comfort Inn and Suites. We passed the RV place, and it looked like it was literally just RVs and no tents, and it was full. So I think it's at least it looked full anyway. So I'll be glad to be in a bed tonight and have a shower. So sounds awesome. We're beat today. We're just getting settled in here, and then we're gonna find something to eat. So I will catch you guys on the next one.